We're looking live from Sky Tracker over this home in Raytown. Look at that huge oak tree, uprooted, split at the trunk, and just slamming against that house last night. Our first looks as the sun has come up this morning.
This is where Charlie Keegan has been live all this morning, and he's been able to show us a little bit of this, but when you look from the sky, you get a scope of how large this tree is. Lindsay and I were talking earlier about how it's difficult to see when you get up close, like where we've seen from Charlie, and I think we can see Charlie in that shot there, standing right there in the blue jacket in front of the tree. It's difficult to get a sense of how big it is until you get up above and see just how large this piece of tree is on top of the house.
Let's go to reporter Charlie Keegan right now. He's been listening to what the homeowners have been having to say about this after that treacherous storm last night,
including seeing some video from the homeowners from inside the house. Charlie?
So much to cover here, Taylor, and I do want to give you some perspective talking about how big this is. I'm a tall guy, maybe 6 feet tall. When you look at the tree that came down here on 81st and Raytown Road, just so big, wide around and everything. This entire tree just fell down onto the home last night. The property owners say it was about 9:30 last night, and you can see there's still some branches that are down around the driveway here as I nearly trip over them. But we'll walk over here to this car, and the branches and the gutter from the kind of a canopy landed right in the car, breaking the windshield inside. There's shattered glass all over here. So you talk about, damage to your home, of course, but then you also have to think about a car as well. This tree landed on the carriage house of this property. There's 2 houses here, and so it landed on the carriage house, but the family of 5 was renting this. I want to show you some video from inside the house. The man living there tweeted out some video last night saying with the caption, "I guess we are lucky." Lucky because nobody was hurt. His family, 3 daughters, all under the age of 10, him and his wife living here last night, were inside when that tree fell on the house, but they are all okay today. And had to stay in the main area of the house, but still now begins the long process of cleanup. We did talk with the battalion chief in Raytown, who told us that no other people around the city were injured, so some good news here out of Raytown. Reporting live outside of Raytown, Missouri, I'm Charlie Keegan, 41 Action News Today.
Charlie, thank you. That video from inside is just chilling to look at. The National Weather Service says a possible tornado did touch down in Belton last night. We saw a lot of images of downed trees and power outages in that area as well.
Now we are looking at the damage left behind also in Belton.
Yeah, 41 Action News reporter Stephen Dial live on Manor Drive in Belton. Stephen, what are you able to see this morning? You've seen a lot of downed trees is in your area this morning as well.
Taylor, that's right. Now that the sun's up, as you can see, this huge tree branch crashed in front of this man's home. You can't even get to the door because of the tree branch. And as you can see, if we pan over, you can see where it snapped off of that tree trunk. A lot of people saying they heard the sirens last night. I spoke to the grandson of the man who lives at this home. He says people were home. Everyone's okay. They just have some minor roof damage, and the walkway for this gentleman, what looks like a wheelchair ramp, is basically completely covered. A lot of people saying that they saw down branches and posting on social media. The guy I spoke with, he actually works at a hotel about a mile away from here in Belton. He says when those sirens went off, they had to get everyone in the hallways because there's no basement in the hotel. And so a lot of people waking up, some waking up without power. We're going to be out here all morning to get more updates.